to me a million. 사실 넌 점은 별나라에서 왔어. You in planet used to be a champion. 금메달까지 딴 1등 선수였어. 점점 잘나고 커진 널 더 이상 담을 수 없었던 행성. 따뜻한 물에서 수영하는 걸 좋아했던 널 내가 데려온 거야. 내게 특별한 힘이 있단 걸 알겠으니 넌 약해지고 난 점점 더 강해지겠지. 에이 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 an alien. 에이 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 an alien. 가득한 어둠 비밀처럼 타는 에이 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 an alien. My mama told me I'm not alien. 너의 판을 뒤집기 위해서 왔어. 누군가 너의 기억을 지워 모든 걸 방해하는 거야. You listen. 점점 가둬둘 수 없을 정도로 커져가는 너의 힘과 목소리. 행성은 널 주목하고 있어. Now you're ready for this. 준비가 더 된 거야. 특별한 힘이 있단 걸 알겠으니 이제 너에게 주어진 답이 있겠지. 에이 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 an alien. 에이 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 an alien. 가득한 어둠 비밀처럼 타는 에이 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 an alien. 너의 숨이 필요 없어 alien. Tell them who, tell them who. 누구든 내가 누군지 묻는다면 나날이 TV 꾸미는 네가. 에이 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 an alien. 에이 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 an alien. 가득한 어둠 비밀처럼 타는 에이 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 an alien.
ちょっと上に溜めてください。右下上右下右右上上下下左右左右右下上右右下右右上上下下左回転1回転右下上右右下右右上上下下左右左右右下上右右下右右上下下回転3点4回転右下上右右下右右上下下左右左右右下上右右下右上下下左右左リセット。
My mama told me I'm a alien. 사실 넌 점은 별나라에서 왔어. You in planet used to be a champion. 금메달까지 딴 1등 선수였어. 점점 잘나고 커진 널 더 이상 담을 수 없었던 행성. 따뜻한 물에서 수영하는 걸 좋아했던 널 내가 데려온 거야. 내게 특별한 힘이
We'll be starting shortly. Thank you for your patience.
ちょっと上に溜めてください。右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、左、右、左、右、右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、左、回転、1回転、右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、左、右、左、右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、回転、回転、1回転、右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、左、右、左、右、下、上、右、下、右、上、上、下、下、左、右、左、リセット。
Good evening. It's Monday. It's Monday. I'm so sorry. But hey, we gotta keep going. The weekend is right around the corner. No, it's not. No, it's not. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get there eventually. Is the point I'm trying to make. So, how was your weekend? Oh yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself, huh? Hi, I'm Jeffy, alien fashionista. Welcome to my stream. Coming at you live from the mothership currently orbiting your planet. It's me. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. Oh my goodness. I'm still struggling with some weird tracking issues, but it works more often than not. That's what stops me from crying myself to sleep at night. Anyways, let's say hi to some cuties in the chat. That's you. Yes, you. Hi, Fluffy, how are you? Good to see you, Agent. Hey, Crasher. Good to see your sleep schedule is back on track. Somewhat. Hey, otherwise, how are you? Hi, Queen of the Raven. What's up? Hiya, Josh. How are things? Hi, Super. No one escaped the company truck. No one. How am I doing, Josh? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All things considered, spent a fun weekend playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. And even started playing a little bit of Diablo 4, trying to see if the Season 3 was worth anything. It's too early to tell. But I'll keep you posted on that front. So you were having some OBS issues today, Agent. Do you use the regular OBS or the Streamlabs OBS? Because that has a lot of effect on the advice I'm going to give you. So, Queen of the Raven. That name does not sound familiar to me. And yet I don't see any new user pop up. So, who are you? Have you changed your name? Oh. Godzilla. Well, that explains it. Well, I mean, hold on. We have two people that identified with Godzilla. Which one are you? I'm curious. We love the company, Josh. That's a little company reference. I know my references. The real Godzilla. Okay, alright. Now remember. Hey! Hey, Stone, what's up? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You know what? Hold on. Give me the donuts. Just smash them on the screen. Oh.
Uh-oh, what Batman villain am I looking at here?
I'm trying to say something. Nope. Alright. Does that work? Or is it not in a good spot? Because I'm trying to figure out why my trackers go... Nope. That's not in a good spot. Nope, not in a good spot either. Wait, I have an idea. Please hold. I want to do some tests, and I don't want to look weird if it fails. Okay, good. The hand just gets stuck there. Alright, so I want to do... Let's test it out. I want to see if my tracking is going to be better now. Nope, still garbage. Hold on. Okay. I moved the tracker away from my table. Let's see if it works. Troubleshooting is fun, isn't it, chat? Also, thank you for the 28 months, Jabs. I really appreciate it. And welcome back to the mothership. Don't forget to update your keycard within access. Also, how's the Jeffy plush doing? I'm curious. What Batman villain are you looking at here? I don't know, you tell me. Doing alright still. Nice, nice. Have you checked your Steam recently? Why am I asking that? No reason. No reason. Well, I guess I was about to go to school in another 2 hours. Oh yeah, that game was fun. That game was fun. Who, me or what? Huh? What are you talking about, Jabs? Respect overshooting, I think I have Stockholm Syndrome. You might. You might. But... it's okay. It's alright. Don't worry about it. No, I was not asking you. I was asking Stone. The viewer said if I could bet that 1 hour level with a dead end, he would follow, and I figured it out in like 30 seconds, and he couldn't believe it. Huh. Wow, that's impressive. Congratulations. Hi, Shotaro. Well, I mean... you can watch me. I'm all humans' friend. All humans are my friend. Hiya, Tom. How are you? Yes, it's fine. It says halfway 1, 23, and Apache that becomes a dead end. Oh, yeah. I feel like I got stuck in that segment a little bit too long, Agent, when I did my playthrough of Superliminal. Which was a long time ago, don't get me wrong. Green skin, monotone voice, fashion sense, what Batman villain knows for green skin antenna? I'm not the Batman villain, Jebs. I know what the hell are you on about. I mean, as I said, Shotaro, I am the friend of all humans, in a way. Killer Mod? What? Oh my god, I need a drink. So I just realized that having my tracker on my left hand is kinda silly looking. The Batman villain with antenna. What, so all antenna are bad? Is that what you're implying? Yeah, I heard good things about the tech show. Yeah. Pretty good from what I hear. And it's also a big flashback to the 90s, the mid-90s to be exact. So, ambush bug. Hold on. I mean, it's a guy in a green suit with some antennas. That's like me saying that every humans look like Spider-Man. Because he has hair. Kind of a little bit silly if you stop to think about it. But you know, Jabs is just doing his own Jabs thing. As is the norm. Alright, so programming note today. We're gonna be playing Alan Wake 2. The sequel to Alan Wake 1. I know. Hard to believe, isn't it? So we'll be going and playing the sequel now. I have not played the Control DLC because I wanted to get into Alan Wake 2 as soon as possible, but still get most of the story. So I think we pretty much achieved that. And if you want to see more of the Remedyverse, which Alan Wake 2 is in, you need to watch my Alan Wake and Control playthroughs. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I recommend it. But not right now. After the stream. Yeah, I guess you could make Spider-Man a convincing one, Jabs. So I guess it's a bad example. You can be sure of what perception you'll get walking around Earth with antennas. The worst part is that we use that for communication between my species. Our language is a mix of auditory and antenna movement. And yet people think I can watch cable TV on these things. Either that or they're messing with me. It's hard to tell sometimes. I have problems with human intention sometimes. They're not very clear to me. Anyway, I digress. Guess I'm busy rewatching Alan Wake and Control today. Well, of course, that's a good idea. Alright, so I want to test something here. Because for those of you who've been here a while, you know I've been having some problems recently with my tracking. But specifically my facial tracking. So whenever I turn on my left hand tracker, it causes facial tracking anomalies. Oop. I have a question. Do you use laser? I'm not familiar with what you speak of. What is laser? Do you mean the scientific notion of projected light? Or do you mean some type of software I'm not familiar with? I would really like to know. Good night, Mayor Cody Rhodes when the Royal Rumble for second time in my life in the main event. I don't know what that means. Good for you, or sorry it happened, Josh. Arch Jeffrey is so upset to agent making puns that they didn't expect it, Arch. Huh? Oh wait, agent made a pun. Where? I don't even see it. The Arch made a pun. We can be sure what. Oh yeah, I glossed over that. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, no. No need to apologize. I don't mind answering questions. I was just asking you for some further information so I can answer you to the fullest of my abilities. Yeah, I heard some shit went down in the WWE recently, Jabs. What's up with that? Apparently, Vince made a big whoopsie. Understatement of the year. I feel like people already knew about it, but just didn't want to address it. Yeah, he stepped down because of some very, very serious accusations. At least that's what I heard, Josh. Well, I'm glad you think so, Shotaro. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like if someone keeps getting into trouble, chances are he might be the problem. I'll notice sometimes people always say that people are out to get them. But if you notice, there's one very specific constant in all their problems. It's them. Yeah, I heard also something about hush money being paid out, Josh. And the person suing is suing because Vince stopped paying them for being quiet. So yeah, it's a big mess. It's a big mess. So in a way, it's better off that he's gone. So people can move on and heal from all that fucking bullshit. The second time something like this came up, I'm not sure if you're coming back up. No. I think this time he no longer has a majority stake in the company, so he can no longer brute force his way back. Give me the donuts, just smash them on the screen. Boom.
The real principal constant is to come and watch an alien play video games to fill the evening. Jeffy Blavanim.
I agree with that statement. Yes, very great idea. Thank you so much for the 46 months. Oh my god, you're 2 months away from 4 years. Wow. Thank you, merci beaucoup. And welcome back to the mothership for 46 months. You mad lad. Thank you, and don't forget to update your key card to retain access. Thank you so much. Yeah, sure. You're coming in live to both Twitch and YouTube, so people are keeping up with your chat because it's right here. Look, it's right over there, so people can see it, even if they're not on YouTube. So feel free to keep chatting. Hey, Fracta. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so for those of you just tuning in, we're gonna be playing some Alan Wake 2 today. I did a few tests. I played the first 30 seconds of the game to make sure that the frame rate was acceptable. And they seem to have done some things to make the game not lag my VTuber software, so we're good. Although I'm not sure how much frames we're gonna be getting, because this game is very graphically intensive. And my PC is 5 years old now. Almost 6. So yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Well, I'm not gonna replace it anytime soon because those fuckers cost a lot of money. Alright, we'll be here, Fracta. Alright, so what's happening? Anything you guys want to talk about? I unfortunately have not been keeping up with the news. I was too busy playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. And some Final Fantasy XIV as well. Who's been making some money. And keeping an eye out on the house listing. Oh yeah, there's the Sony State of Play on Wednesday. I hope we're getting some Silent Hill news. Jeffy's worried. Because that Silent Hill 2 remake has been awfully quiet. That's not a good sign normally. You're here to save the world, correct? Oh, someone hopped settings. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what we'll be getting. That's for sure, Raven. Grand Blue Fantasy Reeling game. Oh, that's pretty soon. I hear the new Persona 3 remake is also coming out on the 2nd. Well, that's pretty exciting. Funny, Alan Wake is coming tomorrow on DVD. Yep. Pretty topical, isn't it? We'll be playing Alan Wake 2 just as he appears on Dead by Daylight. So I kinda missed the window to play it when it just came out, but that's okay. I was busy with something else. Alan Wake 1, that is. Oh boy. Oh, if they fucking cancel it, I'm gonna be very, very sad. But it's not the worst thing. The worst thing would be it coming out and it being really bad. And tarnishing the whole fucking franchise. Because you can no longer play the 2 and the 3 in any easy way. And that will be the only easy way to play that Silent Hill game. So, no. If it's gonna suck, I'd rather it doesn't come out. And that's fine. I don't buy that much DLC anyway, so I can sympathize with your choices, Merritt. We don't need a second homebrewing. Oh no, we don't. I agree with that statement. So a remake of the first Silent Hill? Yes, actually there was. It's called Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I played it on stream a few months ago, during October. It's, to be honest, it's one of the better American Silent Hill games that came out. Because the first 4 games are made by Team Silent. And after that, it's all American studios. So, in my preference, we have the best Silent Hill non-Japanese version is the Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and then we have Silent Hill Origins. After that, we have Silent Hill Downpour, and at tail end we have Homecoming. It fucking sucks. And we don't even put the arcade game and pachinko machines in there. They don't count. They never will. I'll make sure of that. As you mentioned, how do you communicate with others like you? What if you fall in love with a human? Do the human learn how to communicate? Well, humans can speak a little bit of our language, but it lacks all nuance and subtleties. It sounds like a kid talking when you guys speak the language because you don't have the antennas. So I can still understand what you try to say, but a lot of the times, you're always one little tiny intonation away from insulting me. Which is why most people that try to talk in my language end up just saying hurtful things. So you gotta be careful if you want to emulate it. No, a PS2 copy of Shattered Memories is like, yeah, we talked about that last time. It's insane. And the worst part is the PlayStation 2 version is the inferior one. The graphics are better on the Wii one. And the gimmick with the Wiimote to move the flashlight around is surprisingly immersive. And that version costs less, which makes no fucking sense to me. But even then, $350 for a game is insane. It's like, right now, Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and 4, my collection, my original collection, is probably worth around $2,000. Because it's in good condition. And it's all of the first releases. That's fucking crazy. Now I see why people talk about game preservation, because game collectors are trying to price everyone out of the fucking market. I just want people to enjoy the game. I don't want people to buy my Silent Hill 2 copy and trying to hold on to it, hoping it is worth $20,000. Because then that means no one's going to be able to play it ever again. Unless they hack it. Or go on the digital high seas, if you catch my drift. Yeah, no kidding, Fracta. No kidding. That's why most people don't try to speak my language. Because they know the danger is high without these things here. Yeah, Jabs is right. I can speak both French and English. What about those? Try those if you want to communicate with me. My parents also speak those languages. So, in theory, if you would meet my mom, you could just speak to her in your language, it would be fine. They've been coming to this planet for decades before they retired. Basically, your culture paid for our house and our livelihood. So thanks, humans. Your curios and artifacts are really popular back home. A little bit less now, but a few decades ago, they were worth a pretty penny. Yeah, that sounds about something Jabs would do. We're not big on physical display of affection. Our culture, at least, is not. But we're trying to be a little bit more human ourselves, so I think she'd be open to it. Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like game companies should just be able to offer their most popular older games on their most recent consoles. Having a way to play those all the time would be invaluable for game preservation. Because my god, we're losing a lot of those games over time. Because like a Super Nintendo cartridge is gonna stop working at some point. Because, you know, the electronics degrade and shit. So being able to preserve it in another way is really, really, really important. Same thing with VHS tapes. Being able to digitize them ensures they will survive the test of time. Because those have about 30 to 40 year shelf life before the degradation gets really bad. The new Armored Care coming out, boost the deal title price. Yeah, it's weird how it works. Like, some people try to play the stock market in everything. Not everything has to be a stock market, you know? Just let people be. Hey, Devin, how are you today? Good to see you. How's this week treating you? I know we just started. But I'm curious. All the same. Yeah, if something happened to my old Silent Hill collection, I'm not sure I could buy those other versions in good conscience. Because yeah, having to pay $400 to buy my game back would be really fucking awful. I'm pretty cold, out of snow. Yeah, we got some ice rain over the weekend, but everything calmed down a bit now. So I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Maybe we'll get some snow, maybe we'll get more ice. I don't know. It could go either way at this point. Well, if it makes you feel better, Fracta, looting is not easy even if you don't have any problems. It takes a lot of quick thinking, which other people don't have, so don't worry about it. Sometimes flirting badly is better than not flirting at all, or even attempting it sets you on the right path. Unless you're really, really, really bad at it. But I'm not talking like, oops, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm talking like making a joke so bad that it gets the authorities called on you. But that's not a lot of people that can be that bad. So I think you're in the clear. And I miss the whole cloth movie levels too. Some movies that didn't make it on the big screen. Oh yeah. I mean, it still happens. It's just that instead of making the rounds through physical media, it makes the round through internet circles and the high seas. Yar. The end result is the same, Fraxter. It's just that they don't get there the same way. You think I would survive the metal apocalypse? Nope, I would die instantly. Can't drive. Dead. If you would die in a good amount of apocalypse. That's also correct. Really dead. Zombies, dead. Rage virus, so dead. Nuclear holocaust, probably less dead than you humans because of my tolerance to radiation, but probably still dead. Tsunamis, can't swim very well, dead. Volcanoes, I live on an island, dead. Some type of weird purge scenario, very dead. Can't handle firearms. World War III. Super mega dead. Can't stomach combat scenarios. I get stressed at video games for fuck's sake. So ultra dead. The frog apocalypse. What the fuck does that mean? What would that look like? The truck has consumed me, also my package when I left Brooklyn. Alright, that's good. Too bad about the truck though. I hope that truck Kun will let you go soon. So you can live out your dreams of train ownership. Wow, that's cold, Josh. That's very cold. You'll do very well in those scenarios. The Jiffy Apocalypse would probably be the only one I survive. I'm not even sure what that would entail. 2005 Chevy flatbed. Okay, I mean, that's, it's a pickup truck. So very usual. Aliens conquering Earth. Well, I'd probably be dead in that scenario. I would try to defend humans and probably get called a traitor and die. Manual roll-down windows. I remember those. I did not mind them very much. You just roll it. It's fine. Not the end of the world. Hey, I'll spec there. How are you tonight? No, it's not. That wouldn't be the Jeffy Apocalypse. I'm not sure I could cause an apocalypse, to be honest, Jabs. Jiffy is allergic to lead. Anything from 45 is sleepy. I mean, you know. I feel like that's most people. Oh my goodness. One of us may own an early 90s Chevy. Not me, that's for sure. Started off work a bit ago. Oh. Alright, well, one day done. 4 day get to go, right? Imagine if Jeffy's spaceship could have roll-down window features. That would be very dangerous. Well, someone made a fucky wucky. They did not roll up the window all the way. Now we got some teensy weensy decompression, and everybody's turning into pasta through that fucking little slit. Oops. Game over, try again. Oh no, it's real life, everybody's dead. Oh shit. My bad. Yeah, no, that would be awful. That would be a really, really horrible idea. Eesh. Yeah, that's why that never made it off the design table. Yeah, I need this mode. No. Smoking on spaceships is not recommended because the oxygen mixture on spaceships is higher than what is on the planet and can sometimes blow up. So, be careful. If I catch a motherfucker smoking on my ship, not even the decompression, I don't like the smell. There will be consequences. I would make you wear the unfashionable outfit. Not the unfashionable outfit. How dare you? Yeah, that's the worst punishment I can think of. Oh my god. Alright. Also, smoking's not good. You don't look cool while doing it as much as you think you do. It costs a fucking fortune. It makes you die quicker. So if you still want to die quicker, save your money. Just go stand at the intersection and inhale some car exhaust. You'll get there soon enough if you stay there long enough. Okay, that joke was extremely dark, holy shit. That's not Monday humor. Okay. What's my opinions on socks and sandals? Not great. Not great. It looks weird. It looks weird. You can wear those individually, but not at the same time. Not only that, can't be comfortable because of the little separation at the big toe. Just pushing the fucking sock in. That would not be comfortable. So it baffles me that people do that. Like, if it's too cold to wear sandals, which is why you're wearing a sock, wear shoes. Wear Crocs. There's plenty of viable options out there that will not make you look like a fashion disaster. That's your Jeffy Bad tip of the day. You're welcome. Yeah, even then. I mean, I guess it depends on what else you wear with the outfit, but even then, you're starting at a disadvantage. So you would have to wear a really, really cool outfit to go with it. That would not only look good, but also thematically fit with that choice you made. Nobody even socks unless you know. I wear socks all year round, unless I wear flip-flops or sandals. In those cases, I don't wear socks. But everything else, I do have socks on. They're great. Also, my toesies get too cold quickly, so I guess I have poor circulation. Hey, Hope, I'm doing great. What about you? How was your weekend? What's the best fit for a summer high fashion event? Oh, those are difficult. Because certain formal events during summer will have the summer formal limitation, which is basically, you know, cargo shorts and shirts with short sleeves. Or if you really don't have a choice, make sure you pick a suit that has a lot of airflow. That's breathable. I have to enunciate clearly here so I don't give ammunition to some people. Oh, that's great then. I mean, just have a few more months until spring turns around. That's pretty exciting. Would be fun not to have to wear thermal underwear to go out for my walks. Yeah, I take like 45-minute walks 3 to 4 times a week. And if I don't wear thermal underwear sometimes, I come back home and I can't feel my thighs. Which is not great. I've gotten too acclimated to your climate So now cold has more effect on me now. So whenever I go back home, I always overdress, and my parents made fun of me. But that's okay. It's all worth it, in my opinion. Nah, snow is overrated, Hope. It's overrated. It's nice to look at. It's very atmospheric if you're indoors, reading a book, drinking a hot chocolate. But for any practical use, unless you really, really love snowboarding or skis, then it's useless. It's a bother. It gets in the way of everything. It slows you down when you walk. You're overrated. I don't mean it. You walk that back very quick. I appreciate that. I don't feel like I'm either over or underrated. I feel like a lot of people just don't know I exist. And that's okay. It is the nature of the algorithm after all. It promotes bigger channels to keep them on top. And sometimes if you're very lucky and the stars align, algorithm Sama might notice you. But don't expect it. Persona 5 Royal after the arrive enjoying fun and perfect. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. What he did to the blonde kid is really fucking awful too, but I'm not gonna tell you in case it's a spoiler. But yeah, you have a lot of Persona content once you're done with that, because the new Persona 3 remake is coming out on Friday. That's pretty pog. Yeah, exactly, Frat. Hey, Iron, what's up? Good to see you. If he's the biggest streamer you know. Oh, come on. I'm a small streamer. I mean, it's hard to describe because a lot of people consider everybody under 75 viewers to be small. So I don't know where I fit in that. Alright, well, I wish you well on your mission. Thanks, Brett. You expressed earlier suffering the effect of the stuff that you inject me with. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, X-rays by themselves are not that bad. It's what they fucking inject you with that fucking sucks. So please take the time to recover. Biggest streamer ever. That's funny. That's very funny, Josh. That's a good one. It shows that you might not know a lot about other VTubers, because if you think I'm the thickest one, I don't even make the top 1,000. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, maybe I might have been back in like 2018 when there were barely any VTubers. But nowadays, oh my god. There's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But there's some curvy ladies out there. And curvy with a capital C. I've seen some VTubers with, how do I say this? Assets that take out half of the stream. So yes, I don't feel like I deserve that classification, Josh, with all due respect. If he has the thickest heart I know of. Oh, that's very sweet. Also kind of worrying because it means I might have heart disease. No, I'm kidding. My curves are perfect. I wouldn't go that far, but thank you. Let it pop out of the vein mid procedure. Ooh! Oh my god, that's gross. Were you okay after that, Crusher? That sounds kind of worrying. In terms of popularity, then some of the top are licensed for another. What, you mean like, talking about curvy streamer, or just like streamers in general? What exactly sure, Stom? What do you mean by that? Ah, that's very sweet, Josh. Thank you. That's very nice. Yay, I'm in the top 10. In curvy and popular. Oh, right. Yeah, they would fit that description, yeah. But still, I mean, there's a bunch. Like, I would... I'm not ignoring you. I made a whole ass bit about that topic. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of curvy, real popular streamer like Shy Lily. She was able to, my god, that catchphrase of hers has caught on like wildfire. It's effective too. So that was a very clever one. Well, Jeffy, you say thank you and then you time me out. No, I'm not gonna time you out for that. Come on. Can I have one for us? Yeah, I haven't seen the new model yet. I'm gonna have to go take a look at it. Oh, no worries. I'm fine with being, with having lurkers. It's okay. It's okay. Podcast, they remember reminded. Thirsty for if he's asked that. Alright, you might have been studying that for a little bit too long. God damn it. Yeah, don't push it, Super. Don't want to pull the jabs here. I mean, I guess I could try a Womp Womp. Womp Womp. Womp Womp. Womp Womp. It doesn't really fit, does it? No, it feels off, doesn't it? Yeah, that's my problem. I feel like I don't have the kawaii gene in me. Or I don't have the kawaii vocal cords. I have the boring accountant vocal cords. The boring alien accountant vocal cords. I mean, I made peace with that fact a long time ago. Although in my defense, I was able to train my vocal cords over the last 5 years, so I'm a little bit less monotone than I used to be. So, progress? Don't say womp womp ever again. Oops. The same when you tried to RR that one time. Oh yeah, that was awful. That was awful. I'm surprised you guys are still here. If he needs a catchphrase that we can copy paste everywhere. I'm not sure I have one that would fit, unless you talk about my end of stream line. That's a good one. I like it. So for those of you who don't know, because you don't fucking stick around for my stream till the end, but that's okay. I forgive you. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, no worries. My end of stream line goes like this. Remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. So yeah, you were in the wheelhouse of it. You were in the field, Agent. Close enough. Looked really uncomfy. Yeah, that happens. Did I say Aurora again? Nah. I don't want to punish you guys. Just be mean, have the stream tab open 24/7. Ooh. Well, that's a sign-off, not a catchphrase. Technically, I just did. Okay, thank you, Mr. Technicality. You have a big dog, Aaron. In that case, I can't do anything for you. My host brother has a Great Dane. And that dog is well trained. And even then, sometimes it gets a little bit too much to handle. So, you're on your own. Oh, thank you, Fluffy. I'm glad you think so. How great is the Dane? It's the greatest of Danes. It's a female, so it's slightly smaller than it could have been, but it's still really fucking huge. When you said around, it was the dude Jeffrey moment. I don't remember what the context of that word was. I think wasn't that like a stream wasn't that like a subathon goal or something? Or was I hanging out with Ayumi and she convinced me to say it? Yeah, for those of you who don't know how big a Great Dane is. Okay. I'm 5'5" as a VTuber, but in real life, my operator, so to speak, is 5'11". And that dog, when they come to greet me when I go visit my brother, can put both of their paws on my freaking head. So they're fucking tall, man. And they're strong. They're real strong. So if one of them get the zoomies, you better get the fuck out of the way. Because you'll get bowled over like you're in a pinball machine. Or someone's playing bowling with huge accessories. That's a good way to put it, Crasher. Or small horse. But he's really sweet. He's called Rose. When my host brother and sister-in-law are watching, hi Rose. I mean, technically, super, technically. If you were a dog. Which you're not. Stop it. He's a miniature Australian Shepherd mini beagle mix. That's an interesting mix, Siren. And congrats on the partially working car. There's a breed of Russian dog that was actually bred to fight off bears. Yes, I heard about that. I'm not sure if I ever saw a picture of those, though. You wish you were a dog. Not having any bills to pay, just running around. Slobbering everywhere. I'm not sure that sounds like the perfect life to me, but if you want that, then nothing's stopping you from doing that. No, wait, that's not true. The cops would. Lay down the street as a Great Dane, marble colored type. King, a good name since it's the top dog around, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that, Fluffy. Yeah, male Great Danes are huge. They go to all the way to like 150 pounds and shit. That's a lot of dog. Why isn't the dog on a train? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised there were dogs on trains. I've seen dogs on planes. I've seen dogs on boats. I even saw a dog in a spaceship once. And no, it was not because I'm an alien. Humans put dogs on spaceships before. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good endings to those anecdotes. So we should probably move on. Yes. And yeah, there's also the Space Buddy movie. Oh my god, those buddy movies. They were all over the early 2000s and late 2000s DVD market. Oh boy. I never watched any of them because I don't feel like I could stomach it. I would probably get through the first 2 minutes and have some type of seizure. Any alien dogs on my planet? Well, not exactly. We don't really have many mammals on our planet. The closest analog we have is like a big lizard. Would be the way to describe it. So you guys would understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh yeah, they went to space, Agent. So they don't just shoot hoops. They go to infinity and beyond. If that was acting like a Dan Noble, he could have disappeared for 3 days and returned like again. Oh yeah, that's cats for you, Fracta. Yeah, dogs are like humans' best friends. Cats are like, I tolerate your presence. I could kill you right now, you know, but I'm letting you feed me. I'm a cat. Meow. So that's how I see cats. Not sure why they were able to be tolerated by humans this long. They seem unsufferable. It's like, alright, so you're gonna take care of it, and it's gonna bite and strike the shit out of you. Not gonna listen to you whatsoever. Then he's gonna poop in your house. Great. And also you might or might not be allergic to them. Great. So yeah, we have a type of pet we keep. It's dog-sized, but has more lizard-like features. And it can follow orders. And it can also sometimes walk on 2 feet. Which I know some humans would probably freak the fuck out by that, but we're used to it. But sometimes they walk on 4, so it depends on the subspecies too. They're great. But the government here told me that if I ever thought about bringing one here, they would probably shoot down my ship if I ever step foot in the planet again, so I understood that threat pretty clearly. So we're never gonna see one here. Yeah, cats are lower maintenance. Because with a dog, you have to walk it twice a day. You have to make sure it gets plenty of exercise. You have to keep paying attention to it, or it gets fucking wild. Cats are basically just... They'll come see you sometimes, but most of the time they'll be doing their own thing. But don't you dare stop them. Don't you dare. Russian bear dog is called a Caucasian Shepherd. Use them as prison guard dogs. Ooh. That's scary, Thrasher. That's fucking terrifying. Wait, are you telling me the buddy movies get dark, Agent? Or is it the filming of it that gets dark? Because if the story gets dark, I'm not going to be able to handle that information. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the filming of it was fucked up. The Alaska film alone, they had 30 puppies all got sick. You had to be put... Ooh, shit. Okay, so you mean the filming of it. Oh yeah, Hollywood is fucking awful to pets, man. Animal actors have the worst conditions. Ugh, well, that's not great. That's not a good mood lifter for the stream, Agent, that's for sure, but I appreciate you letting me know anyway. God damn, that's fucked up. Alright. Okay. You know what's also fucked up? Alan Wake 2. Very fucked up. And we're about to start playing it. I just realized we went a little bit over our normal Jeffy Talks Too Much segment of the stream. Oops. My bad. But you know, I'd rather have more topics to talk about than not enough. So that works for me. Hopefully, it works for you. So if you were here to watch the Alan Wake 2 gameplay, thank you for being horribly patient with me. I know, I talk too much. I can't fucking help it. I talk too much, I pause videos too much when we do reaction stuff, I do a lot of things too much. I love too much too. Okay, I digress. Is it that one that bugs out in the main character? No. You're thinking of Heavy Rain. That's the opening segment of Heavy Rain. It bugs out sometimes and you just keep yelling the name over and over again. It's kind of hilarious even though the scene it happens in is supposed to be very fucking sad and traumatizing. Well, not exactly now. Alright, so... yeah, press X to Jason. Jason! It's funny. Unfortunately. Alright, so... it's Alan Wake 2 time, but before we do that, I will take a short little commercial break, so we don't get ads while I'm actually playing the game. Which fucking sucks, by the way. It cuts all of the tension. So, I will run the ads while I go get something to drink. You don't watch the ads, okay? So, take this time to stretch your limbs. Avoid the blood clots. Walk around your apartment. Get some snacks. And we'll be right back. And if you're subscribed to my channel, or are watching from YouTube, you'll see some lovely fan art made by my community. So, thank you for waiting. We'll be right back. Well, of course, that's the first one that appears. God damn it. Alright. It's still cool, though. Thanks, Max. Alright, be right back. whatever, but... Alright. Please tell me no one watched the ads. Because I've seen a few of what gets shown. Like, for example, I was watching some Sea of Thieves streams on, Okay, good. I was watching some Sea of Thieves stream this weekend, and, like, the only fucking ad I kept getting was that weird spy movie with Bryan Cranston in it. And that weird cat in a backpack. I forgot the name of it. It looked so fucking boring. And it was just that funny ad over and over and over again. I was like, why? How? Come on. Don't tell me that's the only ad available at the moment for Canadians. Ugh, okay. But that's all over now. Thank you for waiting. Alright, so now it's time for Alan Wake 2. Continuing our trip through the Remedyverse. We started with the first Alan Wake game, went all the way through Control afterwards, and now we're stepping our toesies into Cauldron Lake once more in Alan Wake 2. The Awakening. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. The one ad for Canadians. And not only that, it was the French version too, but it was horribly dubbed. Really, really badly. Horrifying attempt. So I had to listen to that fucking shit all the way through, so that was bad. Yeah, I'm not sure, Crasher, because I still get them, so I'm not sure why you don't get them, Crasher. Maybe you're in a weird area of the US that has some weird deal with Twitch or something. The deafening. I don't like the sound of that, Josh. Sounds very aggressive. Alright. So let's go into Alan Wake 2 now. I've been waiting a while for this, because I wanted to make sure I got all the information beforehand. You have a question? Of course, what is it? Alright, let's get set up here while we wait. Right, since my GPU doesn't support mesh shaders, I'm like, are you fucking shitting me right now, game? I have a 1080 Ti. It's not like a baby card. A pretty good card. And yet they're acting like I have a real shit Walmart tier card or some shit. I know I don't get any YouTube ads on my console. Which is weird because my YouTube Premium lapsed. So I don't know what that's all about. Alright, let's do it. So we have to continue here because I tested out the game to see how well it ran, because I was worried it might not run correctly while I was streaming. So I'm gonna start over, of course. Just wanna make sure the volume is high enough. Alright, let me know, guys, if you can hear it correctly or not. Yeah, that's really weird, Crasher. But hey, if it works, it works.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations.
Hey, it's Alan.
For an answer. Sometimes
Still looking pretty good, even though it's like 13 years later.
Never knowing the full story.
No, not 13, 15, 16? Fuck, when did Alan Wake come out? Well, what year does Alan Wake 1 take place in?
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
I wonder if they do that in this game too, Josh.
But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Horror games, horror stories never end well.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
Alright, so you wrote
Monsters
some...
wear many faces.
You wrote a bad one. Are you trying to get out of the dark place, Alan? Oh shit, it's Alan Wake. Alright, so it is 13 years. Oh, please be wearing pants. Anything. Wow, Alan looks worse for wear. Alright, well, we're gonna be playing it tonight, Alan. Hopefully I can do it justice. Alright, so we're playing a naked guy. Well, not exactly naked. Although, he was naked until I turned on the no nudity option. So good thing I tested that out. That would have been a little bit awkward. So you see a guy clearly needing help and you just walk away. Wow, these guys are not good Samaritans. Oh well. We don't know yet who this is, Josh. I'm guessing we'll learn later. Once we get some help. Yeah, Outlast is a big fan of portly people. Film, that's for sure. Also, hold on. I don't have the, Sorry, I was not in the right, I was not in the right window for the chat. What is your favorite natural smell? I mean, for example, I grew up in a temperate forest and I love the smell of tall grass. Oh, my favorite smell ever is the smell of freshly ground coffee. I fucking love that smell. So good. Sorry for taking so long to answer. I was not in the right window. I was only seeing Twitch chat for a moment. But now I'm on the right window. Thank you for waiting. Alright, we're back to Almost Naked Guy Adventures. Oh, God. Okay, so this game has jump scares. I don't remember the first game having jump... No, wait, that's not true. It had some jump scares. So this guy literally walked out of the... of Caldwin Lake. Is it? Well, now we can run. Well, I mean, yes it is, Josh. So we saw a weird undead Alan. Oh god, what is that? Oh, it's one of those shadow people from the first game. So they're still in here, huh? Well, I guess the dark place is coming out of the woodworks now. Well, that's not great. I mean, they did say that the dark place would eventually come back, even if Alan Wake destroyed the antagonist for a while. They always come back. It's an Eldritch entity. We learned as much in the first game. Oh my god, the frame rate here has taken a fucking shit. I wonder if it's gonna do that anytime there's light in the game. Oh fuck. got fucking stabbed.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Well, those hikers saw them. Alright, so someone did see something. Yeah, there was a stream save version. In the non-stream save versions, he doesn't have any underwear on. No, we're not just chatting. I changed the game now. You need to press F5 or something. Wow, we're in for a treat. Yeah, that was kind of gross.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
That's a good way to put it.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here.
Night Springs.
It's so good.
No spoilers.
So they're still making episodes 10 years later.
Show, you were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
Casey?
I will.
Is that the Casey I think it is? It is! That's the Casey from Alan's
Logan
books.
thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
And it's voiced by the Max Payne voice actor. And he looks like Sam Lake, the original Max Payne actor. Oh my god, I love
It
it.
can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the
Also, it's the last role that he voiced, too.
Okay.
The voice actor.
Any words of advice?
Which is sad, but...
nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Oh yeah, it will, Josh. There's a reason why we played Control first.
Here we are.
Well, I mean,
Cauldron Lake.
I think her mom has them steeped in it since they're very young, correct? So that probably explains it. Well, I mean, I have an i7-9700K for the processor, and the 1080 Ti has 11 gigs of memory.
There's the car, so...
But yeah, I'll admit, this frame rate is not very good, is it?
I'll check
Well-
out that map.
Hold on, let me check the let me check the processing power here. Yeah, I'm not even maxing out my GPU here.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I wonder something though.
I should take a look at that map.
Yeah, maybe VSync is off. No, it's on. And I have it at balanced render resolution. Let's see, maybe if I lower the graphics and go for performance mode, maybe that would give us a little bit more bang for a buck, so to speak. Still not good, huh? And now it looks like garbage. Explain the world and why. Yeah. It's true, Fracta. It is true. Holy cow. Okay, so I wonder if this is a case of putting the graphics too low puts strain on the CPU instead of the graphics card. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. So if I put it in performance mode and I put the graphics higher, then it'll look better. No, it's still the same frame rate. Yeah. In certain games, lowering the graphics puts more strain on the CPU than the graphics card and vice versa. But it depends how the game was optimized, so to speak. Yeah, that's what I get for not testing it out past the start segment. This has a lot of lighting in it. Let's see. What if I just put everything that was on default? No, I mean, it looked like crap on my screen, so I could only imagine how it looked like here. Yeah, look, it's funny, really. Because I get the same frame rate at high than I do at low. It's kind of goofy. Or maybe the motion blur has something to do with it. Oh, now my avatar is lagging. Hold on. Oh yeah, it is. Let me test something. Hold on. That's the thing, I'm not even maxed out in anything. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a test real quick. Because that's the thing, my CPU's not even hitting 100, not even my GPU either, so I'm not sure why it's lagging out and shit. That's what I don't understand. Really weird. But yeah, it's very delayed now. Okay. Let me test something. Thank you for waiting. We're having some technical issues today. Maybe if I turn off my heavier tracking, maybe that could work? I mean, let's try it. Okay, I mean, that's better. Not great, but... Alright, hold on. It's funny, I tested it out. Off stream, I even did the local recording and everything ran smoothly. But now everything just fucking dies. People with 30 series were having frame rate issues. Oh god. Well, I guess I should have looked into those before buying the game, huh? My goodness. I have the only recent generation I have is an Xbox Series X. So I'm not sure if the game is out on that platform. I mean, is it? That's the question, isn't it? Guess I might have finally found a game that my computer can handle. We're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna try to liberate as much resources as possible. Alright, let's see here. How does that look? Still kinda chuggy. Alright, let's see. So, cheaper tracking.
Rebooting system. Temporary disabling gravity control modules.
Oh my god, no, by the way, don't do this. It's not to let me play the game better, it's just gonna send everything flying around like we're in space, because we are. We are in space. Yeah, I mean, that seems like that would be a better idea, Agent. The thing is, I got this game for a little bit more than half price on the Epic Game Store because of the Christmas sale. They did not have that on console. And that was the only way I was seeing myself buying and playing that game, honestly. So maybe I need to use like GeForce Now or something to play the game on a remote system. I wonder if they can use games you already bought or something. Alright, let's see. Okay, well, my tracking's better. The frame rate here is fucking abysmal, but... I mean, I'm gonna pretend I'm playing on my old Xbox One.
Mulligan, I said we should both be down here, watching this dead guy, for safety.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
Alex Casey.
Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Loud and clear.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Yes, thank you, officer.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body.
Otherwise, we'll get to meet a lot of the older characters.
Sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Also, look at the sign here. No entry. By order of the FBC. I wonder what that stands for.
Before we
Federal
get to the
Bureau of
crime scene,
Control.
It's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Oh, you can access the case board inside the Mind Palace. The Mind Place. The Mind Place?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
Hold on.
Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Why is the audio now fucked up? I don't mind the low frame rates. But if the audio starts getting fucked up, now I'm having problems with that.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth
Alright.
taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues in progress in investigation. Okay, so here's the thing. I recognize this person on the right. But not because of the game. I recognize the person at the top of the right because I think it's Sam Lake's dad. He played one of the Illuminati people from Max Payne 1 with an eye patch. Small world. Yeah, the frame rate is real bad now. If I'm fucking checking the audio, which is surprising. Because I have my graphic drivers are up to date. I don't feel like the game is out of my range, honestly. But yeah, I can't even look at this board without fucking lagging. That sounds more like Evil Within now. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, can I move around? I mean, I can zoom, but... Found in Cauldron Lake, 2018. Some organs missing. Predations if the body does not match 8 years spent in the lake. Wendy Davis, teacher. Red Lane dentist. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled a cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. All bodies experience bloating. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. Bruising on wrists and legs. Post-mortem tattoos on the body. You are now free to navigate the case board. Or leave by pressing escape. Oh, that's why. The murder targets have noticeable common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery technique. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure that Videre would want me doing that. Which is unfortunate. Slight difference in murders, bloating only criminality in bodies, but not cause of death, chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. No, I think they were exposed to water while they were alive. Because they might have all been stuck in the lake after getting consumed by the darkness or something. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. Okay, is there a way for me to lower...
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Palace does not cause... does not pause the game. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see. Is there a way for me to slow this down even further? No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Let's do one shot through this. Yeah, this is starting to seem like it, because if we get literally unplayable frame rate, then I can't really stream this, can I? Alright, so... I'm gonna try lowering the things I know causes problems. We'll see if that helps or not. doesn't seem to be helping.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring?
Don't
You
say
know
it.
what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
I mean, it's true. If you say that, you die. So good thing he hasn't said it.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
When the American rocket stays, the Soviet rocket in space. Good, we're alone now. We can speak German. Oh my god. Remember Peak? Yeah, I remember that. That's from, we had to go there a few times in Alan Wake 1. Well, this is kind of funny. I'm guessing because they were spies.
Fucking nature.
Or they were former Germans.
There's too much sky.
What do you have against Sky, Mr. Casey? You sure you had your, adequate caffeine intake?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Oh, okay. Right. I forgot about that, Agent.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Yeah, the rain. Because you can be a broody New York person. Ah, the old general store.
Hey!
I remember that being in the game, but I'm not sure.
Take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved.
Oh yeah, no, the entire area around the lake was fully clean and recent, and it started looking like that after the events of the game because everybody fucking hauled off.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
A little bit gullible, isn't he?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No
Yes.
tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlock your first key image, you can place it on the case board inside the mind place.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
So there was already a killing to investigate. So this is just a bonus one. Make your image place, it will prompt a new question. Objectives of your role on the case board and your goals. Okay, investigate the crime scene. So I'm guessing there's 3 more clues to find here. So we have a nice little mine place here. Even though it runs at like 5 FPS. And an old-timey TV. Yeah, This gives me a Twin Peaks vibe, just like the first game. I just wish the frame rate was better. Okay, we're here. Yes, he does, Devin.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
The heart is right here,
Left the heart right next to the body.
which is unusual. I mean, that organ is lost,
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
which means he was alive when they did that.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Alright, we got all of the pictures. Was this murder interrupted?
No.
Why can't I put these here? Oh, okay. I have to put them on a specific place. In a specific order. Either that or I'm not understanding it. Okay, so that's how you do it.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps will
Oh my god, Agent.
more clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Investigation new questions will be unlocked. Will we unlock deductions? Completed goals. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer, investigate the crime scene. Now we have 2 questions. Talk to someone, the killers find evidence. So the murder was interrupted. And we have some witnesses also.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Nightingale?
He's an AI. He came to town about 13 years
It's
ago.
Agent Nightingale.
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
The guy that faced us throughout the first game.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Yeah. So he spent most of the game chasing after us and calling us other writers' names. Like, I got you now, Stephen King. Pow, pow, pow. So it's this fucking dude. Last time we saw him, he got fucking yoinked by the darkness. So he got yoinked in the darkness, spent 13 years somewhere, and then came out of Calvin Lake 13 years later. That's very odd.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Very odd.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end.
Oh,
Got the
we
boot
know.
pretty quick after that.
So he got fired.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
But what was he doing in Calvin Lake?
Rumors. Depression led to booze. Booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Well, I mean, so he was not here on official business then. Back in the first game. Oh my god, that clears a lot of shit up.
Went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Yeah, he still sounds like he's channeling Max Payne. That's funny. That's great. Alright. Let's finish investigating.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Alright, time to go to our 10 FPS case board. Let's take a look. So we have Casey Nightingale, one of the deep end, FBI fired him. And we got 4 later. Okay, hold on. So the victim, that's him. And I'll open up a new line of reasoning. And the killers. Multiple sets of footprints, right? Here's Angel, one of the deep end. FBI fired him, that goes here.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Questionable mental state. And these we can't use yet.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display?
No, he was killed here. The strap indicates that. And I'm not just saying that because we saw it.
Large amount of blood on the table.
Yeah.
The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Okay, so now we have that. Heavy blood splat on the table, that's the victim. Or the killers, maybe?
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Yeah, premeditated or spontaneous. We need to find evidence if it was premeditated. The beer really puts that. And the tripod also, so it's like it all clicks into each other.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
And why now is the audio checking? I don't get it.
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation.
Oh my god, this is bad.
Piece it together.
You can use profiling side as mind plays to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. So we get some additional insight from that, right?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
Alan.
You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
So is she going to the dark place whenever she does that? That's interesting, because that's the vibe I'm getting from looking at the lighting. Well, I mean, I feel like someone has their thumb on the scale, Agent. That's my guess. Is that this whole thing has been planned from the start. And she has to make those leap of logics.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Find the switch. It goes click. Lights are off.
Go to
Somebody's
details.
home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
I mean, okay. I think it's important here that if someone never played Alan Wake 1, and that's their first experience with this character, they would go like, wow, that's some fucking leaps of logic, but if you've played Alan Wake 1 and you see Alice Casey right there, you know Alan's fucking playing with the fucking story. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. And once again, no spoilers, but still. Yeah, something's fucky here. This guy's supposed to be a fictional fucking character. He's not supposed to be in here. So I feel like Alan has been cooking up some shit. Alright, so what are my objectives? Do I need to profile the victim some more?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. Wow. Their kid is pretty edgy. Anything else we need to profile? I think we pretty much got everything here. So I'm guessing we have to take that information to the case board, right? Well, wasn't Alan a creation of Thomas Zane in Alan Wake 1? It sure seems that way, huh? So Zane wrote Alan to save him somehow, or save the world. And now Wake is probably writing these people into existence from the dark place. Because that's what I'm thinking about, but I'm doing hypotheticals a little bit too early.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the gameplay's gonna be once we have to actually start fighting some fuckers.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated.
Well, I mean...
Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him.
How will you know that?
Dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Yeah, that's a bit of a leap of logic.
Trees got that big. Gives me the
Yikes.
creeps.
Did we go there in Alan Wake 1? I forget.
It is kind of creepy, though.
Oh, I know what this is.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Wait, what?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Alright, you ever do the rest, Agent?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
It's a little bit confusing, Agent.
With a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them.
Oh, hi, Alan.
An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
That's fucked up.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
So you're talking to dead people. You're not profiling anything, you're talking to dead people. I'm convinced that is the case. Alright, we have to go to the Mind Palace. Inglorious 5 frames per second.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
I feel like this is giving me control hotline vibes. You know when you call the hotline, you get those weird transition pieces. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. Maybe I'll have to look into some type of cloud gaming solution for this. Oh, I'm missing some evidence here.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Anything else here? How would we know that?
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find.
Oh, that's gonna be gross. Alright.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
Oh my god, Casey.
I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano.
Hey,
I mean my daughter.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Oh my god, Deerfest
I'll
again.
do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Oh Deer Diner.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses. The bookers.
Wow, this would be a blast from the past.
Right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
But you just drank one. Yeah, this guy is just like Sam Lake, he's addicted to caffeine.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a
Hey, Jimmy, what's that?
Deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Alright, so... I think I might have a solution for this. If I can... I'm wondering, have any one of you guys played with GeForce Now? Or some of those cloud gaming section thingies? 'Cause I think some of them work on the games you actually own.
Be right back.
Got it.
I think there's a collectible in here.
Is that a
Not a
kid's
thermos.
lunchbox?
Oh, it's fucking lunch boxes
An
now.
Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Right.
He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Okay, so... People know... So there's an Alex Casey in this world. You know, movie franchise. Alright, I see. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Really? Oh, that's interesting. The headshot thing might be good if we were not playing at 5 frames per second. Alright, hopefully your day will go well, Keme. You're from the future right now, aren't you? The spooky future. Yeah, so I think if I try GeForce Now, they have to have like a trial or some shit. And that means I get to play my game I own on their hardware, right?
Can't fit the clues all together yet.
There's some latency, but it can't be as bad as this.
Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Or they were supposed to leave with the heart, but they were interrupted. That's my guess. I'm probably gonna look that up. I'm gonna take a break after we get to the diner, and I'm gonna check that information out. It's fun when the NPCs know where they're going and they're not just always waiting for you. Because you feel less like you're stuck in a play, and more like you're in the game.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
You won't be by the end of this, I'm sure. Yep, there it is.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
It looks almost identical to how I remember it.
I want to walk to the diner.
Yeah, the ferry's right there, and there's a diner. Oh, that's cool. Home sweet home. We made it back to, Bright Falls.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Yep, there's the ferry. The cabin.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care.
So Deer Fest has still kept going all those years. Yep, there it is, the old Deer Diner.
But I am pretty darn sure my our float will be the belle of all. Just a few more days.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
So what happened
I'm
to
Agent
the old
Morgan
sheriff?
Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Wait, is that the guy from Quantum Break?
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
He has a beard.
Made them sound
Well, I
like
think it's him.
suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Right, so
Case files you sent.
you got him coffee, but not me. I feel,
Besides the known victims go missing.
Oh, yep, that's exactly how it was. There's even the jukebox at the back.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe
Alright.
that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
It's the one at the back.
I'll take your mind off things.
Alright, so before we continue, I feel like Silent Hill is right over there. Yeah, the vibe is similar. It's like Alan Wake always struck me as a weird mix of Twin Peaks and Silent Hill in a way. They were like honoring that, both of that, and also a lot of winking at the camera about Stephen King. Because this town is exuding what Bangor, Maine, or Derry, or other towns in Stephen King books. I've read a bunch of those. You get that same small town vibe from Bright Falls. Which is funny because you spend most of that time in darkness getting chased by shadow creatures. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the vibe. But I can't play at this frame rate. So I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna take a short break, I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna look into maybe GeForce Now or something. There has to be a trial, maybe we can hop in right away. We'll see. If I can't, I think we'll continue with all of these non-comeback segments. And once the fighting starts, we'll probably end it there. Because I can't shoot people in this game at this frame rate. I'm gonna get killed and frustrated. Anyway, we'll be right back. Thank you for waiting. And I'll run some ads while I'm gone as well, so we don't get ads afterwards when I'm playing. That would be awful. So thank you for waiting, and we'll be right back. Thank you for understanding. I'll put some music up too, so a little bit less sterile. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Alright, be right back. Okay. Alright, we're back. We're back. Thank you for waiting. Hey, yeah, what's up? I also have another one, Super. So I'm looking into GeForce now. Trying to see if we can salvage this stream. So there might be a way. There might be a way. Just trying to see if I can get it working. Encryption in the UK. Oh god. Well, I'm doing good, all things considered. I was not aware of that part. Alright, so... Team profile underneath that must be public while syncing games. Set this in your Steep account settings. Okay. Team profile and game details must be public. Because I can always switch that. Alright, let's see if that works. The downside is, I feel like we're gonna lose some progress. But I think we should be able to keep playing afterwards. It's not like something I want to use every time. Oh.
Did you know that to solve the problem with traffic in the world, we could use a simple machine invented by the British in the 1800s? That's right, it's called trains.
Yeah, but the car industry won't let that happen. Unfortunately. Alright, let's see. So, can I play that? I just want to see because okay, so I'm gonna catch you guys up on what happened. So, Alan Wake 2 unfortunately seems to be a little bit too spicy for my system. So we're gonna probably, if we want to keep this game going, I'm probably gonna have to pay for like GeForce Now or something. The good news is they support Alan Wake 2. And if I want to play for free, I would have to wait for like 30 minutes. And then I only get to play an hour. Oh, no. No, I'm not, Super. But it's funny it took me this long to meet a game I couldn't play on my rig. I mean, it sounds like a fun time otherwise. Okay, so... here's what I think I'm gonna do. So we know it's possible to play the game now. And memberships are like $10. So we should be good. I'm just trying to check how much it is for real. Oh.
Did you know that the electric car dates back to 1884 made by an inventor named Thomas Walker in Wolverhampton, TP Foo Fun?
Well, I wonder how much of a good car it was back then. but I can understand why people on the fossil fuel side wanted to bury that shit. Okay, so GeForce Now costs $10 a month. And it's RTX. Well, I can pay double that and get the 4080. No, I feel like 60 FPS is fine. Oh, I put everything too low, otherwise, and I was still getting that abysmal performance. Yeah, it's horrible. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna keep playing with the bad frame rate until we get to the start of the action. And then, by next stream, I'll be playing on GeForce Now. And I'll pay for their priority access. That way we'll get a functional service. And we'll get, I mean, I could probably pay 20. So I get a real pretty image. Anyway, I have time to think about that. So, there's a Disney movie called GeForce. I can't believe that, Josh. Was it about cars? Yeah, we tried pretty much everything otherwise. I cut all my tracking out because it was impacting my tracking. It's funny because there was no reason it should impact my tracking. My CPU and GPU were not even hitting 80%. So I don't know what's happening here. I feel like my graphics card is not supported by this game. That's probably what the problem is. So maybe it has a bone to pick with 1080 Ti's or something. Oh yeah, definitely, Crusher. And I will be finishing it before the month is off, so... Because here's the thing. I could just pay $10, because this stream is in 720p. I don't need 4K 120 FPS. So the priority system gives us access to a premium rig with RTX capability and a 6-hour session length and 1080p resolution and 60 FPS. So I think that would work fine because this stream is in 720p and is running at 48 frames per second. It was about guinea pigs, that's the great. Wait, what? Oh, you mean guinea pigs? That's a weird concept. I guess I know what the G stands for now. That's funny. Alright, so I think we got a plan here. Alright, let's get back into it. Yep, exactly. Well, exactly. Alright, let's go back to the horrifying low frame rate. We like frames. Unfortunately, we don't have them in this game. Just so you know. Sounds like an Italian-American police unit. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, look at those frames. It's funny because a 1080 Ti is not a bad card. But I can run Cyberpunk at almost 60 FPS, no problem.
Down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here.
Ah, there we
At
go.
the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
I mean, he didn't even say anything.
Worshipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Deer masks.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree.
The cult of the tree." And there was a big tree.
And then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What did you find? What did you find?
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something.
And she's not telling us.
One of the cultists.
That's evidence.
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Alright.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
We got you there.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Probably better you don't have anything to do with this, so you don't. The fastest you get away from the story, the better. Because this is a bit of fucking bloodbath, I can feel like.
Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Oh, it's Rose from the first game.
Dream of missing dear Fez. Oh God, Saga Anderson. As I live.
Wait, how the fuck do they know each other?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Why would you say that?
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I forget. He's
I
shadow
don't know what you're
touched.
talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories.
Yeah, so she is definitely darkness touched.
All the time.
No.
But she got taken by the darkness at one point, and she wasn't completely taken off.
If you say so.
So she's gonna be in Dead by Daylight as well, by the way, if you didn't know. She's gonna be a legendary for Alan Wake. Alright, so... Are we hiding something here? Do we have a dark past? Because it feels like whenever Alan Wake writes anything, it's always dark past, weird characters, dark shit, you know? Alright, where do I put this? I don't think I have anywhere to put this on. As you can see, the frame rate is fucking abysmal. where would I put that? Nope. Nope. So, we have information about the previous murders, but we don't have any clues to put it in, so... Unless... Nope, it's only one piece, so we can't do anything with it yet. Oh my god, this frame rate. I mean, we're gonna have to go check the... We're checking the jukebox. We have to. Oh, it's out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over again. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on.
See you around.
Alright, I'll go check if the bathrooms are still really fucking dark. I feel like we're in for a treat.
I need something to force this open.
Have we ever went into the bathroom in the first game? I feel like we might have to come back at some point. Okay, so this is locked. We don't have access to it yet. And I'm literally playing at 4 frames per second. Holy crap. We don't have any drop frames though, so it's kind of baffling to me because we're nowhere near maxing out the PC. Like if I go look at my... Hold on. Chime slots that equip chimes to enhance accessibility. Only chimes can be equipped with a chime slot. Okay. We do have a flashlight. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna check the... I wanna check the performance. So, okay. When the game is running at this bad frame rate, you guys wanna know how much CPU and memory it's taking? .49% CPU, 50s, it's like the game itself is only taking like 3 gig out of the 11 gigs of memory, and only was the 7% of my CPU. So this doesn't feel like a computer thing. Feels like there's something incompatible with my graphics card. But it's not detecting it correctly or some shit. Because a 1080 Ti should not be running this bad.
If you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
I feel like he's gonna be the evil one.
Like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
Sheriff.
Because there was another sheriff before. He should still be here.
About that waitress from the diner.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why?
Nope, that's not true.
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best
Yeah,
to
because she got touched by the darkness. And she never recovered. Same thing happened with the Light Lady and Alan himself.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to...
Probably gonna be the same design also.
Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the bright
Yeah,
patch.
Cult of the Lamb is the most known cult. Well, that's for sure.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
Yep, everything still looks like it was supposed to, but now in glorious 3 frames per second.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Oh, good. That'll save us some time. Oh my god. I haven't had a game run this bad in forever.
Cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Oh, you first. Photo lobster. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Al. That sounds really ominous.
Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Alright, this is gonna be gross, guys, so if you're eating food right now, you've been warned.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
He died from a stab wound.
They did leave something inside his chest.
What was it?
This looks like text.
Yeah, they were trying to write something on him.
Didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Nah, this was post-mortem.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
He was pretty waterlogged once he got there.
There's writing on here.
Oh, they wrote on the heart.
Can't make it out.
Oh, that's gross.
How'd they manage that?
Very carefully, I would imagine. Alright, let's put that on the case board. Inside our brain. Alright, let's take a look. So... this goes here.
Body can tell us.
Oh my goodness, the audio. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's probably something optimization related. Alright, I'm gonna look at Thrasher's DM real quick. I'm very curious. Oh my god, where am I going? Okay, that's why it's DX12. Okay, I mean, that could be a solution. But yeah, you are correct. I'm not doing that on stream. That's for sure. So good call on that, Thrasher. So, that's the thing, right? Ritual writing. So we have that on both.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
It might have been. It might have been. It's a crazy-ass story after all. Cause of death, bloating of joints. Something inside. Will not be a Tootsie Pop.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Hey, who else would have been? Alright, here goes. He's better not gonna pop up and go like, boo, because I'm gonna shit my pants. But the smell must be really awful. Not another manuscript page.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Okay, so Nightingale's gonna come back up and attack people.
We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Oh, is it the original manuscript? So they found the original Alan Wake manuscript. Oh, they're attacking really close. Oh, he just got fucking whisked away.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Oh, that's why the other cop was there. Holy crap. Well, the sheriff just got fucking yeeted out of existence. I guess it would have been better if all of the... Oh, they're just killing everyone.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Oh, because you got thrown into the light, you survived because of that.
I'll make you pay.
Okay, so Nightingale remains an antagonist in this game, too.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light, avoid being hit by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Well, this is a bit problem. Safe havens will store some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Go!
Oh fuck. Or is that an insta-kill? It is an insta-kill. Alright. Well, I can't play at this frame rate, that's for sure. Okay, so the action starts really quickly. Well, again, it's still fucking daytime though. I'll try it again.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
So... he's in the hallway. Which means that's probably where the weapon is.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Alright, I'll wait until you go in there, and then I'll...
Go!
Oh, there it is. He just poofed. Okay, I was overthinking it, but he's behind you. Or not. End of chapter. Previously on Alan Wake? No?
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga
Back.
had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Alright, this is not gonna end well. Wow, he got fucked up, that poor cop.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Yeah, but all of the pages are gone. That would have been really helpful. Oh, dang. Been having some migraines, Al, or just regular headaches.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create.
Well, all the previous victims are gonna turn into monsters too, and we're gonna get
We need
chased
to
by
start
them.
with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Alright, so we're gonna have to go to the Mind Palace for that one, I feel like.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
This was all preordained, I feel like. That's what I'm thinking. He was there too, a creature of darkness. Into the overlap. So somewhere where it's the dark place but not really at the same time, is that it? Because we're missing some pieces of information here. So we're gonna have to look around.
Can't be opened on this side.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see how much damage the poor person, this victim turned monster did. At least it doesn't seem like they... Oh no, wait, there's blood smears outside too, I think. So I guess we're not,
It doesn't budge.
we're not going back up to see if everybody's okay. We're just gonna leave like nothing happened. That's a little bit weird.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We didn't need ritualistic murder to turn people into Taken in the first game. You just had to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then suddenly... crazy. Bleh.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down.
Well, I mean,
Two
no
ambulance
kidding.
Here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Well, unfortunate for that poor officer.
anything. He's dead.
I want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Ah, those poor officers. You've been having a headache as well, Jazz. I had a pretty bad one yesterday.
They're a fine pair.
At least the people here seems to be safe.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Raven.
Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Where is the car, anyway? Over the ferry, right? You're doing a very bad job of hiding, man. Hey, Delta, what's up? Yeah, I feel like the headache for me, Jazz, was caused by eye strain. Staring at screens too long can really fuck with your peepers. I think we parked over here, right?
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
Oh my goodness, that frame rate. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you'll still get eye strain, even, like, eyesight is genetic.
I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, and he sounds just like you.
I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books.
In New York, before
performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet.
Oh, that's
After
weird.
that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him?
So some of his fans went out the deep end.
It does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
We'll be late for that. What did you say?
It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this everywhere I go.
Oh my god. Yeah, Rendelay. I can see that being the case.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Alright. I think that's as much low frame rate as I can handle. Oh my goodness. At least we hit the checkpoint, so I'm pretty happy about that. But my god. The worst part with this, right, is that I tested it out before and it was not this bad. So I don't know what the fuck happened here. So I'm sorry about this. This must not have been a great experience, because it was not a great experience for me. So sorry about that, guys. I was really looking forward to playing that game and I was not expecting such a shitty performance. But the game itself is pretty fun. I like the concept of it. It seems way darker than the first one. And the vibe of it and the playing seems a little bit slower too. So I think once we can get it working correctly, it's gonna be a real hoot. But until then, ooh, painful stuff. Painful. So we have two possible solutions here. We're either going to try what Crasher sent me, which is Vulcan to the X12 patch thing, supposedly increasing performance up to 50%, which should help in future games, by the way. So it could help my graphics card go a little bit longer, because it's the first game I hit that I can't really play. And I'm not sure if it's because the game does not like my graphics card, or if it's because the game is not optimized with my graphics card in mind. Thank you guys, thank you for understanding, I appreciate it. Because yeah, I really want to do this playthrough, so we're either going to use Fix-It on my end, or we're gonna use GeForce Now to play it at an acceptable frame rate. And yeah, there'll probably be some latency, but for $10, getting a smooth frame rate would probably be worth it if looking up fixes online does not work. So we have our battle plan for this week, at the very least. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be working off stream to fix it, and on Wednesday we'll pick it up where we left off. Part 2 of Alan Wake 2. Part 2 of Alan Wake 2, that's kind of redundant. But, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. So hopefully it will work and we'll get to continue playing this wonderful game. Because I'm having fun with it so far. As I said, it feels like a more dark version of the first game. And the gameplay seems a little bit more grounded. A little bit less action arcade related. So this might work in its favor. And I feel like it did not win any awards for... It won a lot of awards for a reason. So we're probably gonna have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, I guess we finally found a game that my computer could not play. And I was able to play Cyberpunk, so this is kind of baffling to me. Cyberpunk is a much prettier game. And I could run it at 60 FPS. So this makes no sense here. This makes no sense why I couldn't run this game. And yeah, even Control ran like fucking butter. So that's kind of baffling also. But yeah, so I'm gonna be looking into that problem for Wednesday. And we'll continue our playthrough. Because I feel like GeForce Now should do the job. And we'll let my rig be able to play everything else, you know, like keep the stream up and other stuff. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it here, guys. I'll try fixing it and hopping back in for Wednesday. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. But we'll be continuing on Wednesday. Alright, so if you have enjoyed the stream and are not following yet, please make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to follow me on all my social medias because you're already following me here, then here they are. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Discord, everything else needed to come along for the ride. Alright. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on Wednesday. But before we leave... Oh! Hi! Hi, Sonija. Hello, hello. Of course, you're welcome. Hello. My tracking is not good tonight because I was trying to run a really big game. But, happy to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're on our way out, unfortunately, but glad you could join us. Alright, so I'm gonna send you guys over to my friend Rob. They're playing Final Fantasy VII. And I will see you all on Wednesday for part 2 of our Alan Wake playthrough. Alright. Hope you had a fun time at work, Sonija. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching. I will see you on Wednesday. And until then, remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. Take care, and see you soon. Oh, no need to apologize, it's fine. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Rob is playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So that's a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday. And I promise the game will be working by then. At least I fucking hope so. Alright, let's go say hi. See you on Wednesday. Peace.